It's either that they're willingly trying to hold out against settlements in this dispute, or they're incompetent. You take your pick. I can't see a master plan. I just don't think that they know how to answer important questions. But we'll keep getting our message out that we're on the side of working people. We are actually on the side of the passengers, and we're on the side of the economy and our environment. And a good railway system is at the heart of that. As soon as we can get a settlement, we'll get back to running the railways on behalf of the people.
What are you doing here?
Well, we're here to show our support for the University and College Union in their strike, and there's also the posties out today. So we obviously support their campaign. It's just as correct as our one for decent pay and conditions. They haven't had a proper pay rise for decades, probably, and they've got a tax on their pension scheme. So the issues are the same for all workers. So I'm just here to show my support along with some other General Secretaries at their big rally, and I hope their campaign's successful.
An hour ago in the comments, Rishi Sunak said that the RNT were refusing to cooperate.
Well, it's utter nonsense. I haven't seen that yet. I've been over there to talk to his Secretary of State. I speak to Scottish transport ministers, I'll speak to the London Mayor, and I'll speak to his ministers and the employers. In fact, we are in negotiations with Network Rail right now as I speak, and I'll be putting further meetings on this week, and we will go through the weekend. But we need the government to get off their hands and give the employers a mandate that can help us develop a solution. So that's utter nonsense. I haven't heard it yet. I'll have to look at it when I go back.
Is there a sense that the Tories or the government are pushing back negotiations?
Absolutely. I think it's either that they're willingly trying to hold out against settlements in this dispute and others through stopping funding of education and health and any other sector you want to name, or they're incompetent. You take your pick. I can't see a master plan. I just don't think that they know how to answer important questions. I met with the Secretary of State last Thursday. I was hoping he would send me a letter that day or the following morning. It didn't come till 8 o'clock on Monday night, and it said nothing. So we're no further forward a week later in getting the rail dispute settled. They had 3 weeks before our action, and they've actually achieved nothing in that time. He's gone off up to Manchester today, Mark Harper, to explain himself to the northern regional mayors who are in a desperate state with the state of the train service and therefore the state of their economy. But they don't seem to be able to provide any answers to anyone about any of the issues.
The comment today made by Rishi Sunak was actually in response to a question about Avanti, the rail operator.
Yeah.
Do you think that the public are getting confused between Avanti disruption and strike disruption?
Yes, we haven't been on strike since the first week of October, and the train companies, First TransPennine and First Avanti, have shown themselves completely incapable of running a regular railway system. They're even late on the limited service that they run, which they declared, which the government authorised. So they can't run the trains, and they can't run the system, and they can't run negotiations. So they've either got to up their game and get out of the way, and the government's got the power to do that. Where the government is not in control, in ScotRail, in First Transport Wales, and in London, and in Newcastle and Merseyrail, we've settled all of the disputes, and the service is running merrily along. So the imprint is where the DfT and the Tory government are in place. We get no settlements, and we get incompetence.
We're getting into quite a hard line situation now where the tabloids are vehemently against your strikes, and it seems it's going to be impossible to convince the wider public of your cause. I mean, what would you say to someone sitting at home who currently isn't supporting you?
Well, we understand the disruption, and we understand the public don't like being disrupted, especially around this time of the year. They want to go about their business. We want to get back to that as well, but our support is holding up. There are plenty of people that support us. There are obviously people that get angry about the state of the railway. Sometimes they confuse what the companies are doing and what the government is doing with what the union's doing. I understand that. People have got busy lives. But we'll keep getting our message out that we're on the side of working people. We are actually on the side of the passengers, and we're on the side of the economy and our environment. And a good railway system is at the heart of that. As soon as we can get a settlement, we'll get back to running the railways on behalf of the people.
Any chance you'll be taking an interview with GB News anytime soon?
I don't think so. They're not my favourites. They're a bunch of right-wing bigots as far as what I can see. So occasionally they get an interview because they're in the crowd, but I've got no interest in meeting Nigel Farage or any of their other right-wing militants that they've got, so that's that.